Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log, subdates 221230.2. One day away from ringing in the new year, and my plans are remarkably complex. Make stuff, stream stuff, and exterminate the WWE, as this should rectify the ruining of pro wrestling. Hi everyone, you know who I am. I'm going to be a dickhead today, hence the uniform. Do look forward to it. It's going to be a ride, okay? Greta Thunberg pwned the living feck out of Andrew Tate today. Wow, what a time to be alive. I'm so excited. So excited that I also get to talk about the fact that the Daily Mail made 3 articles within the space of, I'd say, about a day, discussing this because it's so damn important that the second and third articles have essentially the first article making up the bulk of their articles, with only one of them being written by a different writer. Desperate much for clicks? What I thought I'd do today is tell you a bit about who Andrew Tate is based on the first article, because it does tell us a little bit about him, but also does a very important thing of telling us exactly what the article has with regards to bias on Andrew Tate. Context matters in all instances, and that is a very important point that needs to be acknowledged. I can't be a dick about that, context does matter. Although I do think since Andrew Tate responded by sticking something big, brown and steamy in his mouth and bragging about his cars again, while talking about what appeared to be the Illuminati, one does have to bring into question the level of intelligence we are working with. That said, I know he's very wealthy, I could be a hater, but again, he was sucking on something rather girthy, rather long, rather brown, and it was smoking, okay? It could have been anything, I can't be sure anymore. So once you scroll past all the bumps that actually drew attention to what had happened in the first place that caused the article to be written, we get to who he is. Andrew Tate first came to prominence when he appeared on Big Brother in 2016, but was removed from the program after a video surfaced online, which appeared to show him attacking a woman with a belt. He claimed the clip was edited. There was additional context. She consented to it. Not that consent matters, everyone. He is haram, and therefore a bad man. His controversial views on Twitter got him yeeted off the platform, which is actually how he gained notoriety another time. In one video, Andrew Tate advised men accused of cheating by their girlfriends to bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her by the neck. Shut up, ya salabach. Other instances where he has, let's say, grown a reputation would include his business activities. The more notable is Hustlers University. Members paid a monthly fee to receive instructions on drop shipping and cryptocurrency. This particular marketing program that had been dubbed a pyramid scheme by others closed earlier this month. Allegedly, with his brother Tristan, he had set up a webcam business in Romania in which young models told sob stories to unsuspecting male viewers. Now, despite telling another news outlet that the site was a total scam, Andrew Tate claimed to have made millions from it. So controversial, he was yeeted off of every single platform. He's back on Twitter, and his TikTok ban was amusing to me because most people can just get back on the platform, but they really have gone ham in committing to this one. He is just too haram for them. Clips of him on Instagram and TikTok have gotten tens of billions of views. He has garnered a very substantial following and a rather sizable wealth, which he has invested much of it into cars, private jets, nice homes, nice clothes, essentially living the high life. Now here's the part where I tell you that a number of controversies he's been involved in are all taken out of context, and I did make a video talking about it earlier this year on this channel, and I'm not playing a clip from that, but I'll link it down below because I can't be arsed. So instead we're going to go straight in with how Greta Thunberg, the climate activist, eco-warrior, the savior of this planet and this generation's future, yeah, the untouchable, because if I mock her, I will be told I'm bullying someone for being, is it autistic? I don't care. She's almost untouchable, like Pokimane criticisms on Twitch, even when she does flash her boob. So Greta Thunberg versus Andrew Tate. And this is important, very important. Context always matters. Does the article say that though? On Twitter, @CobraTate, Andrew Tate's official Twitter account. Hello @Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a W16 8-litre quad turbo. My 2 Ferrari 812 Competizione have 6.5 litre V12s? This is just the start. Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions. I will see your 33 cars, and I will raise you my 3 Micro Machine collectible little cars, with the best parts of mine including no tyre degradation, no engine fails, very energy efficient because they have 0 emissions and don't require any energy beyond that of what I put into it when I push it forward to smash into another car. It's a game, and I always win. Biatch. Now, what I want to highlight now is what I said just before we read the tweet. Context. What led up to this? You'll find out why later. Greta Thunberg's reaction to this was, yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. Not gonna deny, this surprised me. I didn't expect her to clap back, because I've always thought of Greta as being clapped, especially after that really pouty, angry expression when she saw Donald Trump walk past her. It was quite immature, and the response is quite amusing really, because I didn't know she knew how to use the word dick in a sentence without giggling. That said, she actually has a good point. Anyone that has to flex on the number of cars they have or the brand of the cars they have, chances are packing a small dick. Why anyone needs 33 cars is astonishing to me. It's like having gear acquisition syndrome, gas as it's more commonly known. All the gear and no idea. It's an accessory to show off a status symbol akin to that of people who wear excessive amounts of gold. And in truth, I've often thought people who think like this, where they treat cars like a status symbol, depending on where you are in the world, are the same people that think DVD and vagina rhyme. So before we get to Andrew Tate's response, how did the internet respond to this? Well, 3 different versions of Andrew Tate were trending. We had Andrew Tate, Small Dick Energy, and Take the L. That was lovely. On Twitter, you had wonderful comments like, hello, yes please please, I'd like to report the murder of Andrew Tate. Bitch where? Others, dear gold, spelled incorrectly, it's EAR. Another, murder in broad daylight. Other shocked gifs. Oh, and just when I thought I could not love you more. And so much. Burn. Ah ha 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 ha. I should have used the Emperor's text-to-speech for that. This is cringe. But don't worry everyone, Andrew Tate's response is hardly any better. But to point this out, Anne with an E, friend of mine, had to point out it took him 10 hours to respond to this. And the 2-minute video he shared to Twitter is his response. Not just the text part, but the cringy video. I showed a picture of it earlier where he was sucking on something very thick, girthy, and it appeared to have smoke coming out of it. I don't know what that is. I'm a good asexual Amish moistlander, so I don't really understand these things. However, I look better than you in what I'm wearing, just saying, bitch. Andrew Tate retweeted Greta Thunberg by saying, thank you for confirming via your email address that you have a small penis. At Greta Thunberg. The world was curious, and I do agree you should get a life heart emoji. I'm slightly concerned now that you've solved one of the world's greatest mysteries about this androgynous young lady, man, person, thing. Do remember to pick up your Nobel Prize whilst you're on your way to a hair clinic. Anne was right though, 10 hours for that. Bit anticlimactic really, don't you think? And there I was thinking you'd have more bite. But the video is where the real money is, am I right? Just before that though, Jake Shields had tweeted, Andrew Tate and Greta Thunberg need to stop flirting and just fuck already. You replied to that with a retweet, she ain't ready. The really important question now though is, for what? If she has a small dick, how are you going to handle it if you don't notice it? But I do think I can speak for the young and hip internet folk that stan Greta Thunberg when I say that when she finally pegs you, it will be glorious.
Release some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do. But now, the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs, have an enormous emission profile.
I from time to time do something very similar, but instead I tweet at people like Irate Alex that the steam coming out of my head is similar to that in the form of emissions, but it's not quite on par with you and your dead dino-powered cars. The Flintstones when they moved their cars with their feet, or any number of individuals who have been innovative enough to employ the services of a pair of thunderpants after eating a bowl of sprouts and a vast amount of curry. Oh, and no nudity on YouTube, man. Put that saggy tit away.
And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is, I have small dick energy. Why would that be your own email address, Greta? Strange.
I've seen better acting in Two Girls, One Cup.
I mean, also, I don't want to assume her gender. It's 50-50, but it is what it is. I'm not actually mad at Greta. Please bring me pizza and make sure that these boxes are not recycled. Thank you.
If there's pineapple on those pizzas, some laser beams are going to come out of my eyes and go straight through your ball sack.
So, I'm not actually mad at Greta, right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed. She doesn't realize she's a slave of the Matrix. She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down and convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot.
That's always possible, and there's much in the way of argument about whether or not her parents played a huge part in the type of person Greta is seen publicly now. Plugging into the Matrix, though, does sound a tad conspiratorial, but I get the metaphor and the point. I'm going to, however, add one vitally important detail to all of this. One, the taxing people into poverty thing, there is certainly a lot of, arguments on that. Much like with your net worth, anywhere between apparently 16 million and 300, although you have at one point said you're also a trillionaire. Are you going to bail Alexlbnz out by chance? Second, what the hell is in those pizza boxes? I need to know if I need to warm my eyeballs up.
And then, because I called her out on it, the global Matrix got this bot farm to like and retweet and all this bot commenting to try and pretend that her telling me that she has a small dick in her own email address somehow teaches me a lesson. Welcome to a new episode of The Clown Show.
While I've no doubt there were many bots responding to you, I feel the only appropriate response really to this is
But now I know, at least, that Greta, with a little hate-filled face, bitter, sitting somewhere without the heating on, in the cold, a little hat, shivering, views my tweets, which is going to make my Twitter account far more fun into eternity.
Well, at least there's a positive, a silver lining to the least alpha comeback I've ever seen, and of course, the Emperor of Cringe kind. As dubbed by another Daily Mail article from other Twitter users, no doubt all bots as well. My view on this is quite simple. It's oddly enough in line with Irate Alex. They really do need to get the hate sexing on, just to get it over and done. It's nice to see that both do benefit in some way from using each other's names to elevate their relevancy, their stardom, their presence. And Andrew Tate is, while back on Twitter, however long that lasts, who knows, it's a mystery. Going to use it as much as he can to promote his brand. Now, since we don't know what's on that pizza, I can only assume it to be boogers and cum. Yes, Andrew Tate likes cummies in his tummies. Dead meme, you're getting it. Get wrecked. And as far as Greta goes, it's fascinating to me when it comes to Andrew Tate that all she had to do was respond with one line and a crap email address to get a 2-minute video 10 hours later. I assume you were waiting that long for that pizza. Okay, we're not done. Turns out something else happened after I rendered this for a second time. Yeah, okay, Andrew Tate got arrested. The pizza boxes busted him. Well done. This is your award, by the way. You're a fucking smeghead. Get good, scrub.